Hello everyone, this is Chris Hansen, and in this video we're going to take a quick look at Skylum's new drone photography specific software called AirMagic. So let's get started. First we're going to open the images, and these images are from a DJI Spark and an Inspire 2. We're going to select all the images and open those up. So what you notice when AirMagic first opens with your images, it's going to go through and process each one of the photographs, and you'll see the results in the thumbnail. Depending on the number of photographs this can take from just a few seconds to a couple of minutes. So now we have some options here. If we look at these photos and we're happy with what we see, we could just export those by clicking on this bottom right button. But what I'd like to do is to show you some of the options that you have as a user of AirMagic. So let's take and double click on this first image. It's going to go through and reprocess that. And we have a couple of things that we can do. If we grab this slider and drag it, we can see the before and the after based on the artificial intelligence in AirMagic. We can also click on this little button called Styles. And right now we have these different styles to choose from. When the product releases, we also have the option of getting new styles by clicking on this plus right here. This will take us to a website where we can purchase additional styles. So in this case, I'm going to try cinematic. Let's see what that looks like. I like that one, but there's a little too much of that style applied. So I can click on the brush. That'll open this window up. And I can drag to the right or left. To the right applies more, to the left applies less, and I'm going to go right there. This little button right here turns on or off lens correction. If we turn it off, it'll go through and it'll regenerate the image. If I turn it back on again, it'll need to do the same thing, but maintaining the style that we just applied. So at this point, I have the ability to export this as a single image by clicking here. I can send this to disk, email, or SmugMug. I'm going to send this to disk. And here I have many different options. I have a folder out on the desktop that we're going to go find. Now I can export it as a JPEG, a PNG, a TIFF, JPEG 2000, Photoshop, or PDF, depending on what I want. In this case, I'm going to stick with the JPEG 100% quality level. And if we click on advanced settings, you can see there's a lot of things that we can work with. We can create a preset and save it here on the left. We can browse to a new folder to save the photo to. We can change the naming convention. If you take a look at the suffix, you can see that I've created custom text called after. So it'll be the file name underscore after. This shows me my format again. We're going to stick with JPEG. I'm going to increase that to 100. This is the color profile. Since these are going to be for the web, I'm going to choose sRGB. And I'm going to say, let's export it as an original. And if we wanted to save this, we could click on Save Settings and call this My Export. And then click Continue, and it's going to export our masterpiece. And it's done. The other nice thing is that if we put it someplace and we forgot where we put it, which I do sometimes, we can reveal in Finder. We click on Done and we come back here. And we click on this to close. So now let's take a look at the next image. And in this case, let's try emotional. I'm going to drag this to the left a little bit. You can see we've got some lens flare going on. This is from the DJI Air. And I'm going to reduce this, or maybe not. Maybe I'm going to increase it. Maybe I'm going to make it really punchy. And rather than export it, I'm going to close it. I'm going to go on to the next one. What style do I want here? I think cinematic again is going to be my choice. It's too much. Let's back it off. Maybe right about there. And I'm happy with that. So you can see we can go through each of these, pick and choose the style that we want. And now I'm ready to export all of them. So I'm going to click on Export 6 Photos to Disk. Now I'm going to click the Options button here. This may not be obvious, but if you click Options, it'll give you this format choice, and you can get to advanced settings. In this case, I'm going to leave it just as it is. I'm going to click Save. One thing to notice is that as you're waiting for these images to process, you get some tips and facts that'll help you to take better photographs with your drone. And we can go reveal them in Finder. And this is showing me the images that we just created. Let's go ahead and close and click on Done. And at this point, we can close AirMagic. So there you go. That's a quick look at how you can use AirMagic to process your photographs from your drone quickly and easily and get beautiful results. This is Chris Hansen. I hope you enjoyed this video and found it useful. Fly safe and have fun.